it's Charlie from Daily Motor. Today we've got the audio system demo of the 2021 Mazda 3 and its 12-speaker Bose audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at audio settings, volume controls, inputs, speaker locations, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, get out on the road, listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Before we get started, let's hop out, take a quick look at this hot hatch. Here in the 2.5-liter turbo trim, you got the most horsepower. You've also got all the bells and whistles with this premium package. If you want to see more on this little Mazda 3, check the links in the description for our real-world highway fuel economy test as well as our full review. We always do these tests with lossless WAV audio files that are uncompressed and on a USB stick plugged directly into the audio system, and high-quality binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory defaults. Let's take a look at those now. To control this system, it's not a touchscreen, so no fingerprints, but also no touch navigation. You gotta do everything through this rotary knob. Embrace the knob. So, click here, go down to audio settings. I will say this is one of the best audio knob, radio scroller knobs in the industry. You have your standard bass and treble, no mid-range surprisingly. You also have this listening position option. You got all seats and driver seats. Let's go through those now. Doesn't sound all too different, but focuses the audio a little bit on the driver's seat. Standard front, rear, left, right, fader, and balance. Bose stereo mode, and there you've got standard and linear. Really not too different. It's supposed to be a little less surround with standard or with linear, but you can't really tell a difference. What you can tell a difference with is Bose Centerpoint. That creates a virtual 3D listening experience. Let's toggle that on now. Up here all the way at level 3, it's a very hollow, fake sound I don't really care for, especially with this high quality music. If you turn it down to 1, it's better. I could see listening to this setting for compressed music, radio, things like that, but if you want true audio sound, you gotta leave that off. But I do appreciate how in the Mazda 3, they've given you 3 different Centerpoint settings rather than just an on and off. Then you have Bose Audio Pilot, which boosts the level of sound when you get going faster, compensate for road noise, wind noise, engine noise, things like that. I'm kind of surprised that's not toggled on by default, but we've reset the settings and it's off, so we'll leave it off for now. For audio adjustments here in the Mazda 3, you have a very nice volume knob, easy to grab onto, easy to turn, nice clicks. Then you also have a volume rocker on the left side of the steering wheel. For track selection, you also have track selection on the left side of the steering wheel. And one thing that Mazda does is really nice. I wish all auto manufacturers with rotary knobs handled track selection this way. You can just move the volume knob to the right or left, and that selects a different track. But on top of that, you can also go into the screen, go down here to playback controls, and then click forward, arrow, backward, right there. For audio inputs in the Mazda 3, you have your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radio, Pandora streaming option, Bluetooth, 2 USB-A ports with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto support, and that is it. So what are you missing? Well, you don't have a disc player, you also don't have a USB-C port, and you don't have a 3.5mm auxiliary input jack. Not the end of the world, but it would be nice to see at least a little bit more of those for high-quality audio and fast charging. All right. Speaker locations. As I said, this is a 12-speaker Bose system. Bose doesn't publish maximum wattage power outputs for their systems, but we do know where all the speakers are. Starting here, you've got 1, 2, actually 3 way up in the front cowl, kind of underneath, in front of the door, and in sort of the front part of the vehicle. Those are bass speakers. Those are supposed to give a non-rattly sort of bass, and it does do a pretty good job. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hop out. You've got 7, 8, 9, 10 back here. Underneath the floor, you've got subwoofer, 11 right in the spare tire. And then I probably should have counted this one earlier, but 12 is a center speaker right behind the infotainment screen right there. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto demos. We're going to start with Apple CarPlay first. just from the main menu, I've already got the device plugged in, but you just kind of make a right shift with the knob here, and it comes up with CarPlay. Now, I actually don't have network connectivity on this right now, so we're not going to get any mapping, but that responds well. Go over here and see all your apps. Go over to music. Opens super quick. Everything's very fluid. Not the most intuitive system to do with this rotary knob, but if you owned it, you'd kind of get used to how to operate everything. Scroll around. Fortunately, you can scroll really quickly and get to everything you need. Okay, let's pull that back. Pop out CarPlay. Plug in our USB for Android Auto. I do appreciate that you can do data connection from both USB ports, so I can keep music playing on the USB while we're using Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Can't always do that in all systems. That launched very quickly. Only one thing on the screen to press, and then you've got this. And I do appreciate that we've got widescreen Android Auto mode, so the resolution's a bit small. Well, I mean, the resolution itself is good, but the screen itself is just kind of small, so you really got to look up that way, but operation is the same. You scroll through things, bring up your YouTube music. What else we got? Settings, let's open those up, scroll down, and there we go. This is one of the few cars where I could actually see Android Auto working just as nicely as Apple CarPlay. Typically, Apple CarPlay is a little more fluid, but this looks nice. All right, let's fire it up and get on the road. Music dips out when you press the on button, but it comes right back in. standard, and also we're on winter tires, so the road noise and wind noise is actually quite good here in the Mazda 3. thing I really appreciate listening to this song on the Mazda 3's Bose system is nothing is coming through too harsh, and there's a good amount of low end driving the music. If you watch my videos regularly, you know this song can sound really good on systems with a very competent mid to low range bass, maybe even like an upper range bass power in the system, and then other systems that don't have that, it just kind of falls flat. This Mazda 3 does a really good job with all that. I can turn it up really loud, doesn't sound harsh, decently well balanced, not quite as powerful and crisp as some of the best systems, but overall I'm impressed. This next song, we'll go into music here, turn the bass settings all the way up, and see how the Mazda 3 handles it. For a little vehicle like this, really quite impressive bass sound, and I'm impressed that it doesn't falter at all. I'm going to turn it way up now and see if we notice any sort of slap or fade. Alright, really high now, definitely out of my comfort level. A little bit of slap, certainly not hitting very hard. You don't have the real deep rumble of like a big time SUV subwoofer, but pretty impressed for this price point. Alright. Bose system here in the Mazda 3, probably class leading. It really does sound pretty darn good. I think this is one of the best examples of a Bose audio system that I've heard in a long time. Probably only the Corvette is coming to mind as a better Bose system. Typically Boses are very safe between a 6 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10. This one's pushing an objective sound quality of probably 8.5 out of 10. Objectively talking the whole system, I'd give it about an 8 just because, I don't know. I know I don't particularly mind this rotary knob system, but some people really can't get behind it. It's hard for them to use. So, given the audio inputs, functionality, especially with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, I give it about an 8 out of 10. But subjectively speaking, for this price point, for this class, I'd be giving this about a 9, maybe even 9.5. I think this is the best you're going to get at this kind of compact car, hatchback style. It sounds really good. Everything sounds crisp, it's easy to use once you get used to it. Really a good job from Bose and Mazda. So if you guys enjoyed the video, if you want to see more on the Mazda 3, check the links in the description for our real-world highway fuel economy test and the full review. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.